In this video, I'm going to do some example cross solves and explain my thought process. So now I'm going to do a few example cross solves and show you my thought process whilst I do the cross. And I'll do the first few on white and then I'll do the rest on color neutral. So we have our 4 cross pieces here, 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 and over here. So we can solve these 4 by doing an R prime, D to solve this one, R prime to solve that one, F, and then L, if we plan it out correctly in our head by visualizing it. So D solves this one, R prime puts this into place and brings this one back down, F solves this cross piece, this white and red one, to that position, and then this edge piece will end up here after we do those moves, and we can put it in using an L. So here we do D, R prime, F, L. And so now that we have those letters in our head, D, R prime, F, what that does, it doesn't affect any of the pieces in this back left 2x2x2 block over here. And we notice we have this corner piece and this edge piece, which are kind of connected to one another. So D, R prime, F doesn't move these two at all. The only thing that we need to take a note of is that when we do an L, these two pieces come over here. And so we can easily go ahead and insert them into the back left slot like that. So let's do another example on white. We have our white and blue cross piece here, white and red here, white and green here, and white and orange back here. So if we do an L and then a D, we've got those two correctly positioned. And then we have a few options to actually insert our last 2 cross edges. So we can do a U2, R prime, D2, F. However, I don't like that because doing a U2 and then doing a D2 almost immediately afterwards is not that finger trick friendly. So we can try and think of a nicer way to actually insert this and this. Although doing a U2 then R prime, D2, F isn't too bad. So we can add one extra move by doing an R prime, D2, L, F prime, L prime, like that. And whilst that adds one extra move, I think it's slightly more finger trick friendly. So let's do a couple of color neutral ones. We'll scan around the cube and immediately we see we have these 2 green cross edges which are correctly solved relative to one another, and the last 2 are here and up here. So what we can do is figure out how to solve these 2 cross pieces and the entire cross, and then try and track an F2L pair along with that. So let's solve this one and this one, and we notice that these 2 F2L pieces are in our top layer. So if we do an R D prime, that moves these 2 over to the back left, and F R prime after that will solve this cross piece and this cross piece. So our solution will be R D prime, F R prime D2. So R D prime, F R prime D2, and this this F2L edge here won't be affected by any of those moves because it's just R, F, and D. And then this corner piece here will be affected by the first R, and then not the D prime or the F, and then it'll come back with the R prime and do a D2. So overall, this corner piece and this edge piece won't move at all during that cross solution, and we can go straight ahead and insert it like that. So let's do one more example, and if you can't tell by now, I really like being color neutral because it allows you to do any single cross, and in cases like these, it's quite nice. So we can choose to do the yellow cross. We have this corner piece, this edge piece here, this one here, and the other one is back here. And we also notice that we've got this F2L pair paired up. So we want to think of a nice way to try and preserve that. So if we do a U prime to bring this edge above this one, and then an L prime B, that inserts these 2 correctly relative to this one. And we want to try and figure out how to actually get this F2L pair out and then align our cross without actually breaking up this F2L pair. And we can do this by doing an R prime F R. That brings this F2L pair out into the top layer. So there's no need to actually take that out and then insert the last cross edge. Inserting this last cross edge with R prime F R automatically takes these 2, this solved F2L pair out of this slot here. So R prime F R D prime, and then we can go straight ahead and solve that F2L pair.